Yo, what's up? Okay, let me just make sure it's starting. Okay, yo, there we go. Okay, sweet. There we go, we're started. Okay, so we're gonna get our flight going. First officer got this pretty much started up for us, so we're gonna head over. I'm gonna head over here, get my flight plan. Okay, we're just doing a quick flight down to Boise, then over to Boise over to Portland. Okay, so that can come on. We'll get the APU going while we get our flight plan inputted. Now let me just take a look at flight plan here. I'll put this on the other screen. Okay, so we're on the Big Sky 2 departure. Route request Bozeman, select route. Okay. We've got the altimeter set. It's a lot. We're gonna be departing here. VATSIM there we go. I am operating on the VATSIM network as Delta 456. So looks like Big Sky, Boise approach and ground are on. So we're gonna be runway 12 for departure. Okay, we can get that load. We're gonna be departing runway 12. Then let me get CTAF here. Oh, that's my trim. Okay. CTAF is 118.2. Get that set. 118.2. I am using the flight plan. I'm using a flight panel that has my squawk code and my frequencies on it. Oop, bit too much. Okay, so to confirm. 118 just wants to shoot. Okay, sweet. We'll get that switched over. Okay, activate. Okay. Okay, departure. We're on the let's get the runway programmed quick. We're on the Big Sky 2 is what I'm seeing. Big Sky, yep, Big Sky 2. You know, we're just gonna do the Bozeman 6 departure. Oh crap. I didn't realize I would do that. Okay, I gotta get this reprogrammed. Oops. Okay. Luckily, flight plans exist. Yay. Okay, so upload to what? Okay, that's fine. Okay. Upload. Up. Where's upload? Upload. Oh, jeez. Okay, this was up. Upload. Invalid entry apparently. Okay. Let's try this again. Route. Flight plan request. Clear. Save. We're gonna save this. Confirm it. Confirm it. Oh, what about here. I might be able to see my flight plan on here. I don't know what I did to that screwed this up. I gotta fix this. We're in Bozeman. Alright, so Tutut, okay, is basically the other one we can head direct to. Tutut. Okay, here let's try up. Let's put upload here. Upload. Let's put upload here. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can cancel this out. Let's see if I can move upload up here. See if I can move upload. Jeez. I swear I know what I'm doing. I'm just having trouble with this today. Okay, no. Okay, so tut. Then let's get the ATIS information at Boise. Information uniform, 10 statute miles, altimeter 3070. Jeez. Visual and instrument approaches in use. Crap. ILS Yankee Arnav, runway 10. So departing runway 10, landing. Looks like landing runway 10 left. Let's go to arrival. We don't have a arrival. We don't have an arrival, so we're gonna go 10 left. Information uniform now, okay. So 10 left. VDN, we're not gonna. ILS. I need from the ILS 10. Can I find the ILS 10, or does it not have a ILS 10? I can do the VDM. ILS Yankee 10. 10 right. Departing runways 10 left and 10 right. Visual VFR, yeah, we're fine. Okay, yeah, so we will get information uniform, or yeah, let's just do VDM. Let's do this. So let me take a look at it here. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. So we'll just fly this and we'll head over. Okay. So we're tuned onto the local frequency. Looks like we might have ATC going into Portland if they're still on by the time we get there. I'm guessing they are because they've only been on for 12 full minutes. Okay. Okie dokie. Let me get here. Can we do pre-plan, or is it still wonky? It's still wonky, okay. So we're gonna on the auto throttle. We're gonna get APU. We can get the APU switched over. Yeah, switch out. We can get landing lights. That stuff can come on. We can get TCAS on. TA only. Flightbag performance tool runway 12. we're gonna go flaps 1. Let me get that set. Flaps 1. Flaps 1. Import weather. Yep, we got the weather. There's no wind. Sweet. View. Okay. And 1. I don't. What's the temp outside? It's at 3. 3? Oh. 003. If that'll make it happy. Okay. It's not happy. So take off. Flaps set 1. V1 139. VR 140. 140. V2 144. 144. Okay, we got that set. Trim. We're gonna have trim. Okay, flaps 1. Okay. Okay, today we are climbing to cruise altitude 21,000 feet. Okay, so cruising 21,000 feet. CTAF plugged up. We got CTAF. Okay, and I do not have any sceneries or anything as of right now, so that approach looks good. Need to get something set because this is gonna be mad at me if I don't. Uncagra. Jeez, I cannot talk. Let's type it in. U C A G A at 5,000 feet or above. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, we can. That's our push. And I apologize for the weird switching of the camera. My plane is, or my camera, I have it set up to where my camera moves along with my thing. I need to fix that, you know. So, just give me a little lenience, sir. Okay. Bozeman traffic, Delta 456, pushing back. Okay, so we can do manual push. Okay, it's gonna do this. Okay. Got that set. We can get ground operations. Move wheel trucks. We can move wheel trucks. We can turn on all these. We can turn on those. Forgot to plug this up. Okay, it wants parking brake because it's gonna lift. Okay, it's gonna lift the aircraft. A lot. Wow. So we can go reverse. How high is this lifting me? I'm curious. Okay, not that high. Okay, we can push. Okay, we can get engine number 2 going. Got engine number 2 coming up. we'll wait till 3 or 1, 2, whatever it is. I can't remember. Okay, yeah, 3. Okay, set 3. We can get this engine going. Okay, engine's coming to life. Okay, engine's coming to life. Okay, I need to get the airport chart pulled up on my other monitor. So we're at KBZN. Bozeman. Okay, we're gonna taxi Alpha 6 to 12, then depart runway 12. Whoa, I forgot about that. Hold, there we go. We're good here. Okay, we can stop push. Parking brake set. Engine. Okay, we can get. Okay, there he is. Okay, can you guys hear my desktop? No. Okay, hold on. Can you? Okay, my desktop audio is being weird. Okay, I don't know what's going on with my desktop audio. I'll fix that later. Okay, that's 3-1. We'll get that started. Departure. Let's see if we can just figure this out. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's mad at me for some reason. Okay, we'll go back to legs, and we'll just stay here. Engine number 1 is coming up. Okay, engine number 1 is set. Okay, now we just need to wait for that to spool up. Okay, sweet. We can get this on, packs on, engine bleed can come off, engine generators can come on, APU can come off. Okay, APU is off. Okay, now we are taxiing to runway 12. This first taxiway here. Tango 4 Alpha. Okay. Bozeman traffic Delta 456 taxiing to runway 12 via Tango 4 Alpha and then Alpha 6. Okay, parking brake can come off. Now we can get going. Okay, we can get taxiing. So, Tango 4 is right here, literally right here. That's over there. That's the de-ice pad. We need to make a sharp turn. Here's. Okay, there we go. So then I'm gonna get Unicom bugged up, which is 1228. Okay. Okay, that's good. We got 122. No, that's 858. Okay, there we go. Now we'll get autopilot on as soon as we get up in the air. Yeah, excessive taxi speed, shush. Kind of know what I'm doing here. Or mostly know. Okay, initial climb is 10,000 feet. That's where I'll enable autopilot. That's why I got it set. So, here. Well, you know what? We'll just get. Quarter luck. You know what? We'll just go on ahead and get flight level 210 bugged. Bozeman traffic, Delta 456 departing runway 12. Okay. Let's get this puppy in the air. Okay. Now, well, so I've never been able to figure out with the 737 why this takeoff config comes up, even though when I have a config down here. So just FYI. Toga. Hey, did it not happen this time? Yo, let's go. It didn't happen this time. Let's go. I think I know what I did before. I did something before stream that I think would have helped that. So let's go. You're not. I don't know why it called V1 when you're still at not fast enough. Okay. Getting close to V1. V1, rotate. Chill. Gears coming up. Okay. Bozeman traffic, Delta 456 passing, 5,300 final call. Okay, I will get autopilot, then LNAV. Okay. Then we're just gonna fly up, then flying this pattern will help us get up to our cruise altitude, 210. Of flight level 210, even though my plane is wanting to nosedive into the ground. Fun. Okay, so we can go V speed. That can come on. Okay. Speed check, flaps clean. Okay, that can come up. And then, because how short this flight is, we're gonna go to no, not ground operations. Landing dispatch, runway 10 left. Yes, that's a lot. So we're gonna go flaps 40. VREF, okay. We got plenty of that in there, so now we're just gonna head up to flight level 210. Then looks like ground is no longer on. Then we can switch over to that, and I will get Boise Big Sky or Boise approach bugged up, which is 119.6. For okay, well, you got the bugged up on standby. Right, okay, yep. 196. Okay, then we're just gonna fly this. It'll take us around, then we'll get going. Then we'll get and head over to Boise. Okay, heading up. Okay, this flight shouldn't take us long. Maybe, oh, I don't know. Not long, maybe 20-30 minutes. Not gonna be long at all. Alright, we'll take a quick look because I have absolutely no idea when we're getting there. Okay, about 42 minutes until we get there. Got about 42 minutes till we get there. Including with the circle, probably an hour till we get there. Yep. Then Bozeman, we'll head over to Portland. Then we're gonna get a full arrival, descent, or departure, descent into Portland because how long Portland is. How long of a flight Portland is. Okay, we're climbing. Yeesh. Okay. Holy. I'm looking down in Houston. Is there there has to be some sort of event going down on in Houston right now. Holy. Look at this. There's San Antonio, uh, laughing, Houston, Polk Approach. There's like everything going on down here, like all events and everything. I'm really curious what's going on down here. Oh, I still need that open for airport chart for Boise. KBOI. I just want to get that programmed. Boise. We'll get the ground diagram. Okay. Now, as we're climbing up, flight level change. We're just gonna activate flight level change. This will bring us up. This will bring us up to the correct altitude I need to be at. Okay. We're gonna set our speed brakes. Or not speed brakes, the auto brakes. Sheesh, can't talk. Okay, we're coming up to cruise. Coming up to cruise here. Okay. I just want to set that there. Then, come on, standard. I have no clue what's taking standard altimeter so long. I think as soon as we pass around 18,000 feet, that's when standard altimeter will come in. Okay, then after this huge turn, yeah, there we go. There we go, standard altimeter. Then after this, we're just gonna go. Then we're gonna make another tight turn. Then we'll be getting our way on. Okay, we're coming up to cruise altitude. Flight level 210. I have no clue what the landing altitude is, so I'm gonna figure that out quick. 2,850. 850. Okay. 2,850. Got that set. Packs on. You see nothing. That I totally didn't forget to turn those on. Okay, we're past that, so we're past 10,000, so we can get landing lights off. And we're coming up to cruise now. Of flight level 210. Here we go. There we we go. Nice little wing view. Sweet, we got the nice little wing view of us and making our way over to there. Okay, we're cruise. Okay, we got the nice wing view. I'm going in. So this is my new PC. It's really nice actually. It's got a 5070 Ti processor. It's really nice. It's really nice. Okay, so I'm curious. I'm curious for some reason. How many departures does Bozeman have? Bozeman has one departure, one arrival, and one on the ground. And so what about Boise? What does Boise have? How many departures and arrivals does Boise have? 0 departures, 3 arrivals. That's actually kind of funny. Here, let's see if we can get another good view. Oh, that's tail. That's underside of the plane. Here, I don't have all these memorized. There we go. That's better. So, I don't have anything fancy like GSX or anything, but I don't have anything fancy such as that. We can go to the cockpit quick. I want to set my speed a bit higher. We can go 310 knots. That's better. Okay. Showcase. Yeah, I don't got. Okay, set my speed up, gone a bit faster. On our way over to Boise. So I'm curious because there's Seattle Center's on. So let's take a look at Portland. Okay, I'm curious what the ATS information at Portland is. So Portland information whiskey broken. I want that 10,000. Few at 1800. Altimeter 3048. Visual approach. And use runways 10 left and 10 right. Okay, so when we go there, we're probably going to be on the 10 left or 10 right into Portland. Dang, I thought ATC hopped off. Oh, looks like they just did a controller switch. So, yeah, they're just doing a controller switch here. Okay. Holy. LA has a lot of departures and arrivals. So, Teterboro ground, JFK, well, jeez, okay, he's been on there for a while. So, I need to figure out my parking for when I get into Boise. I have no idea where I'm parking when I get into Boise. Terminal C of probably C or B. We're probably gonna go Bravo 15 if that's available, or Bravo 17 if that one's not available. Okay. Ooh, nasty wind, 40 knots of side wind. This will be an interesting approach. So let's look at the Boise ATIS information real fast. 10 left. Okay, we're gonna be 10 left. I bet we're gonna get vectors to final. So I'm guessing the runway heading some like 10 something. So I'm just gonna get something like 11. Here, let's just do 10. It's always like something around here. Let's do 1003. Here, I'll look at chart, but it looks like 1003. So I'm gonna look at chart, approach, RNAV Yankee. Let's just look at the RNAV Yankee. Oh, I got that almost spot on. The runway heading is 10-2. Okay, I might actually get the you know, I might do, what's approach seems cooler. I want to do like a cool approach into 10 left. What about the Arnav Zulu? 10. And okay, yep, I'm doing the Arnav Zulu. That is one's actually, it has this taken out right over the mountains. Departure, let's do the Arnav. This is Zulu, right? Yeah, Arnav Zulu. Arnav Zulu 10. What about the Kokli or I have no clue how to say that. There we go. Kokli transition. I'll set that. Okay, yeah, we'll set that transition. I want to do that arrival. That arrival looks really cool. So let's look at legs. Then I need to get this set quickly. Okay, LKE. Okay, then we're just gonna descend pretty much via this. So runway 10 is so 3,800 is gonna be our final descent, and then then the runway heading is 10-2, 2881. Then I'm gonna ask if I can do the Arnav Zulu 10 left with the Kuli transition. So we still got a bit before we get over there, and I contact him. So or just I bet it's just kind of just like over the mountains here. Hey, for those 3 people watching, hello. Hello to those 3 people watching. Okay. On our way, there's literally 2 arrivals currently in the air. The other one's literally about to be there before too much longer. Jeez. So Honolulu, that might be a fun one, a fun place to fly. I might do a live stream tomorrow from Montreal to, oh, what is this airport? Amsterdam. It's Amsterdam. That we're gonna do that flight into. So okay, yeah. Dance. I don't know what I'm doing with my camera. 310 knots, good. Okay, we're just pretty much just cruising. So here, I'll get a wing view. I'll get a wing view set here. While you guys do that, I'm gonna look at something. Okay. Okay, we're just kind of cruising along. Cruising. Cruising along. Oh, anyways, that. Okay, so here. There we go. Okay, that should be better. That should be better for my mic. If for people watching, that should be better. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm listening to my stream in the background, and it sounds fine. You'll have to let me know though. Okay, so yeah, this is my first stream, so it's look pretty good. Good kid. Yeah, okay, we're all good. Here, let's go back to the cockpit view. So, yeah, so I was gonna do something just so I remember, or not remember, but this don't have to do this before landing. Auto brakes all on the here. On those. Here, let's move those here. Here, come on, move. There we go. Okay, there we go. That's good. So those are fine. Those are fine. Here. There we go. I don't like having this thing down here. I don't like that. So we got a bit to go till we need to descend. Yes. So that's Big Sky, which is what we'll that's Big Sky, which is what we'll get to. Uh, when we get to there. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, yep, we're pretty much all good here. I just like to do stuff that involves landing, kind of before landing. That is perfectly fine doing before landing. Here we can, or in cruise, I should say. Here we can speed up a bit. You know what? We can speed up a bit. Here's some nice mountains. Nice mountains out the cockpit window. This is actually kind of why I like flying. Just mountains. Flying over the mountains, flying over the Grand Canyon. I flew over the Grand Canyon yesterday. That was really cool. That was really cool flying over the Grand Canyon yesterday. Okay. Yeah, just because I can, I'm gonna create my next flight plan, but I'm not gonna file it till later. So I use a thing called SimBrief, which is this thing here. So I'm gonna go to new flight, just basically doing the same call sign, Delta 456, depart, we're going out of Boise, KBOI, arrive KPDX, so all you need to do is put in your aircraft, basically your call sign, basically your depart and arrival, then find your plane that you're doing. In this case, we're in the 737, 700, and then it'll just give you this, and then let's give you a flight plan. So I'm going to generate this and I'll import it into my plane when we get on the ground in Boise. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Flight plan available, thank you. I know. Okay, so as soon as kind of when we get probably 50, I'd say 30 to 50 nautical miles away, we will descend probably we'll descend 16,000, then their big sky approach will take us and I what road is that? There's just like a random road in the kind of like in the middle of the mountain. I'm really curious what road that is. And there's roads right here too. I'm really curious what these are for. I've never noticed these before when I've flown in this area. Fun. Wait, yeah, there's like oh, that's probably a hiking trail right there because yeah, but there's just like random roads, like just random like dirt roads in the mountains. Oh, that must be fun to ride on. Not. Um, yeah. Hey, there's another road there. I have no clue what it's for. Where? Oh, nice. There's some nice canyons over here too. There's like one right here that kind of dips down. I'm just kind of looking at the scenery. It's really cool. Trying to see if I could get that thing away, but it's not working. Okay. Okay, we're cruising decently quick here. Here, let's look at the other side. I'm curious what the other side. Oh, there's a lot of mountains over there, and some more random roads. Man, do they seriously still have snow? Well, I'm at 21,000 feet. Of course, I can see the snow, but they might be colder. I'm not totally sure. Oh, there's a Flying Joseph Ranch. Very small airport. That's a like a very small airport, just like randomly in the middle of this. Yeah. So I'm debating whether to land first officer side or just land captain side, which is like this. Curious. I'm curious which one I should do. Wow, these mountains are really cool, just because how much snow's on them. Here, oh, here we go. I'm not. I'm really curious if these roads are paved or what, because they're just like literally in the middle of nowhere. Because I'm not. I think the closest down here is either um, Bozeman, which we came out of, or Boise, which is where we're heading to. That's probably the closest town to here. Or there might be a really, really small town somewhere, like there, or it's somewhere along here. I'm, well, you know what? We can look at. Uh, there doesn't seem to be any like big cities here, right along here. I think Boise's on the other side of that mountain, right there. I think that's where Boise is. But there's a holy snow. That is a ton of snow on these mountains. Holy. There is a ton of snow here. So I'm really curious what the water temperature is with mountains and just water. For some reason, I really want to jump in freezing cold water. That'd be interesting. Or Twin Bridges emergency. What? What is this? Twin Bridges emergency. Down below us. I have no idea what that is. Okay. I yeah, no clue what that is. Uh, what is here? We can get a better view here while we can. It looks like it's like deep in the snow. Honestly, kind of can't tell what that is. It just looks like there's a patch of white here, and another patch of white here, and another patch pretty much everywhere. I can't really tell what that is. Hold on. Oh, it's a snow runway. It's a snow runway. Like for general aviation planes, it's a snow runway. That's actually kind of funny. It's kind of just like a snow runway. Yeah, because I see the road that runs along here, and then the runway that is like right next to it. That's okay. So that's a snow runway. Okay, I get that now. I still have no clue why that's called Twin Bridges Emergency. Yeah, this is. Oh, imagine hiking through this ravine. That would be cool. Hiking through this. Okay. He still got a bit to go till we get to the point where I want to descend. So we got. I just want to look here. Can I see that? No. Okay. So we got after Tattoo. We're just gonna head the Arno Zulu into there, or unless the nope, still information uniforms current. Okay. Still info. Wow. I didn't realize how much snow Idaho got in that short amount of time. So, oh, looks like Portland Tower went off. Okay, that's fine. We still got Seattle Center, which covers Portland. So, engine's looking good. I'm I'm just kind of moving around the cockpit just to make sure everything's still good and occasionally looking out the window. Or hold on, is it what I said back there? Is this a city or kind of like a? Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah, it kind of is. There's roads that go all the way through here. I think there's a couple houses down here. We're about to overpass this in 10 seconds. Yeah, see, there's like buildings here, so I think that might be the closest town to like somewhere way back there. Oh, hey, you can see the wing of the plane. Yeah. So yeah, I think this might be the closest city to way back there somewhere. Hi, Hood. I didn't realize how close I got to you. Uh, Here, let's look at the cockpit or the cabin. Oh, so Delta One. Yeah, I wish I had enough more money to afford this first class. So here we might still, nope, the other side is where we would have to see it. Yeah, oh yeah, it's way back behind us now. Oh hey, there's the engine. Holy cow, these things are, I didn't realize how big these things were at first. Oh, I can just, there we go. Here, we can move in our range a bit. Right there, that's good. So, well, yeah, I might be landing near the mountains. I don't think I'll be landing like in between them, like Bozeman. Like you have to land in between the mountains and Bozeman. Yeah, I don't think you hear. Let's just put on my weather radar. Oh, so I'm just gonna go on ahead and switch over to approach frequency. We'll just hear what's going on there. I'll just kind of take a look at what's going on there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my um desktop audio that it's not wanting to work. I'll fix this on the ground in Idaho. Or yeah, I'll fix this on the ground in Idaho. Till then we're fine. So we got approach here, Unicom. So we need, before too much longer, we need to descend to 16. We'll start a quick descent. We'll go down to 17,000 just for now, and I'll level change. Okay, we'll look at the VS right here. Then it'll start going down. Until then, we can look at some more places on the ground. Camsco, okay. Fairfield Ranch. I've never been to Idaho, so this is new stuff for me. Okay, then. A bit later, in a bit, as soon as we get done here, you know what? Screw it. We're going down to 16,000 because we're going to be contacting a Big Sky approach before too much longer. So let's look over here. Camas Creek Ranch. There's like no buildings here. Like an entire city could fit in here, but nope. It's just open land of some sort. It's just open land. Okay, there we go. We're at 16,000. Oh, what is going on? Okay, my plane just did not want to stay at 6. Okay, yeah, I know. We're going back up. Chill. Okay, that's fine. Our speed can come down a little bit. We'll meet at half. We'll go on 315 knots. Okay, I'm not sure if that got picked up. No, I don't. Okay. Okay, we're gonna climb. Okay, come on, climb. We need to climb a bit. We need to climb a bit to get up to 16,000 as requested by ETC when we get there. Okay. I'm curious where some of these people are going on the ground here. Oakland. Okay, 315 knots. Okay, we're gonna contact Big Sky here at Tattoo. Oh, what's the altimeter? 3070. Okay, we'll get that set. 3070. We can switch off standard now. Okay, and that just decided to shoot up. You can VS down. Okay, that decided to just kind of shoot up, so we kind of need to send back down a bit, back to 16,000 in our plane. Jeez. Big Sky approach, hello, Delta 446 with you, 16,000. Alright, altimeter 3070, and we do have information, uniform, and can we take the RNAV, Zulu 10 left? Can we take the RNAV Zulu 10 left? Can we change that, from Makimi to, here, stand by. Makimi, Koloki, Koloki, Koloki instead of the other one for Delta 456. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so we're good to do. Colk, yes. When able, proceed direct Colk, and at Colk, be at 8,000 Delta 456. Yo, let's go. That okay? This air traffic controller is awesome. I do need to fix. Do want to try to fix my. I do want to try to fix my other thing before we get into here, or not my other. Before we leave and head off to Portland. Oh, Victor. 3068. Okay, we will change that 3068. Yo, let's go. This air traffic controller is so awesome. He got me Arnav. He got me the Arnav Zulu from Kolk. So okay, so then the airport is think should be right up ahead. I think that's it, kind of straight ahead off to right here. So I'm pretty sure that's it. That's it. That's the airstrip. Okay, that's definitely not it. If that's an airstrip, we're in the wrong section. If we're landing on an airstrip, we're definitely at the wrong airport. But nope, I'm on direct to Cook, descending 8,000. So then at 8,000, I will 250 knots. I'll descend 250 knots and 250 knots. Flaps will be flaps 1. Yeah, it's off this direction. So, um, so here's the approach, the Arnav Zulu approach from Kolk down, going in here. Then we'll make a final turn, then land runway. So this runway is really short, so we're doing flaps 40 for this approach, and then VRF is gonna be 140. Okay, and I'm the only aircraft on this guy's frequency now. Yeah, I'm literally the only aircraft on this guy's frequency now, after that Southwest. That's kind of funny. Yeah, because that Southwest is going to 122.8, which is Unicom. Then there is no aircraft on the ground at Boise, and I'm the only other aircraft. So then I'm the only other aircraft up here. Oh hey, we got so far down. There's no wind. The wind is being covered by the mountains. Let's go. Okay, I don't think we got to worry about wind a whole lot because of the mountains. And I'm at Kulk, 8,000 cleared. Arnav Zulu, runway 10 left, approach Delta 456. Thank you. Okay, we're at 8,000. Now. Okay. We got, so, the Boise, I'm pretty sure that's the Boise airport right there. I'm almost positive that's Boise right there. Here, we can descend 230 knot. We can not descend, but we can go to 215 knots. There we go. Okay. So original is gonna be Phoebes in, but 10 left is on the other side. So what do we need to be? Okay, we need to be 6,200, 4,700, 4,400, 3,800. Okay. That's kind of what we need to be at every waypoint descending. And then as soon as we turn final, gear will come down, and then the plane will become mine. Basically, what plane become mine is I just disengage the autopilot. So, but until then, yep, that's the Boise Airport. I was spot on. I was spot on with the, okay. Okay. trying to look for the runway down here, but I'm not seeing it. I think that's it right there. Can't tell though. Okay, we're almost at Colk. We can 200 knots now. 200 knots. Okay, there's the airport. Okay. Yeah, okay, so the runway is right here. That's the runway I'm landing on, is right there. Okay, speed check, flaps on. Cabin crew, prepare for landing. Okay, we can go up a little bit. Big Sky approach, Delta 56, you got time for a quick question? So I'm looking at, I see the Boise airport, and am I looking at this right? Is 10 left, have other, like, concrete around it, or is that just, like, a terrain issue? Okay, thank you. I wasn't sure if I was just seeing things. Thank you. So, yep, that's the runway right there. It's pretty much encased in concrete all around it. Okay. So, we're going in here. That's the runway we're going in. So then we can we need to descend a bit quicker here. We need to go flight descent spoilers. There we go, flight descent spoilers. Okay. 4,700. We can reduce our speed here. Okay. Speed check flaps 2. Or, no, we can go speed check flaps 5. That'll be easier for me if I just do flaps 5. Speech. Yep. Okay. Big Sky approach Delta 456, base runway 10 left. Base 10 left. Clear land runway 10 left, Delta 456. What? Something just screamed at me. Okay, gear coming down. Gear's coming down. Runway is right over there. You know, 4,400. Wait. Speed check, flaps 10. Speed check, flaps 2015. Based on left. So, okay, we are getting a okay, we're on nav. Flight level change. You know what? Here. That final, the plane will become, here, we're taking it in. What the? The plane's not happy. Okay, speed check flaps 25. There we go. Here, 140. There we go. Speed check flaps 140. Plane is mine. Speed check flaps 30. 137 VREF. 137. Okay, there's the airport. The runway is right here above my mouse. That's the runway we're landing. Speed check flaps full. Throttle's mine. Okay, we're good. Landing wise. Okay, descending pretty good. We got flaps good. Flaps 40. Because of how short this runway is, we got flaps 40. 1000. Okay, we're good on approach. Objectives, I don't need you. I know what I'm doing. Okay. We are cleared to land. Okay. That auto throttle thing that can be as mad at me as it wants. Okay, so throttle idle. There we go, touchdown. $60 knots. Good. Here we can go parking brake. Left enabled taxi to terminal Alpha Delta 456. Okay. Taxi Alpha. I need to hold here for a quick second. I need to pull up the ground chart. Alpha. So we are here. So Alpha. Okay, I know where we're going now. Sort of know where we're going. Okay, we can bring flaps all the way up. Okay, flaps are all coming up. Flaps are coming up clean. Then APU. APU's coming on. There we go. Okay, and then we're gonna head in straight to that gate there. We're gonna be operating a same call sign. Okay. Okay, we are good here. Parking brake is on. Ground operations. Set trucks. Set trucks. That can come on. We just need APU to come on. APU gens are on. Okay, then engines can come off. Then because we already got that in there, we can get our new data. Then I can look at that radar quick. Then Seattle Center, there we go. Okay, landing altitude. Yeah, we're fine on landing altitude. We got that set. That can come off. Come off. The APU bleed can come on. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Now I'm gonna import my new route quick. Boise to Phoenix. Flight level. I'm gonna change that to 310. Select. Okay, pre-file. VATSIM. You know what? You know what we're gonna do? Flight level 300. Load. Flight plan filed. Okay. Flight plan is filed. Now I can figure out my desktop audio. Well, that's not working. Here. I just want to get my hood. Oh, jeez. Oh, did I get a PDC? I did. I got a PDC. Okay, 406776. Gee. So. Okay, sweet. I got PDC, so we'll change that to that. Okay, so our we don't have a departure out of here. Hood. Marks no SID, flag runway heading, maintain. 16,000, expect, flight 30010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency, okay. Okay, so, I was going to get this programmed. Hood. Jibot. Jibot. Jibo, transition. Here, let's look at ATIS for Portland. ATIS information, X-ray. Visual approach and use runway 10 left and 10 right. Okay, so I just want to get this programmed in. Just so I know how to get it. Visual 10 left. Okay. We're gonna just get the ILS programmed in. Okay, there we go. We got the ILS programmed in. I will be right back. I have to go use the bathroom. Okie dokie, I'm back. Okay. Okay, we're just heading direct out of there. Which runway do we have for departure? Fly runway heading. Okay. No, I'm guessing 10 left. Depart. Let's go to Boise. I don't have any of these. Let's go with departure 10 left. Trim, you can come down a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do, okay, I can't. There we go. Okay, we'll just have to bring my trim down a bit because I don't need that much trim. Fuel, we can reset fuel. Menu, FS actions. Fuel, set 2/3. Okay, there we go. We got plenty of fuel. Okay. Performance 10 left. Import from plane. Okay, V1 142, V rotate 142. Okay, I need to get my new V speeds programmed. V what? Okay. 142. 142. 147. Flaps 1. Okay, we can arm the auto throttle because I want to get that armed prematurely. We can go flaps 1. Here, just so I don't have to see that blank 49. So cruise altitude now is going to be 300. Okay. 10, that's good, that's good. Legs. Joe Bat. Joe Tab. Or not Joe Bat, Joe Tab. Okay. J-O T T B-A. I don't think Seattle Center will be. Nope, they did a controller change, so they're probably gonna be on when I go there. Okay, that's good. That's good. 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 Okay, we got her. I need to figure out what gate I'm at. Oh, what gate am I at? I just parked at a random gate. I think this is Bravo 17? Or what is this? Bravo 11. Okay. Big Sky approach Delta 456 requesting push and start Bravo 11. Push on the taxiway Alpha is approved, nose west, and we do have information Victor Delta 456. Okay, I need to get my pushback. Okay, I don't think I'll be able to get my desktop audio working this stream, but probably by tomorrow I will have my desktop audio fixed, and you guys will be hearing my air traffic control, basically everything, as soon as I get this fixed. But not the streaming. So our initial climb is out of here is 16,000. Okay, parking brakes set. Reverse. Okay, for this. For this, I need to actually be seeing outside. I need to be seeing outside for this, but I need to bring these back before. Oh, I know what's going on. My wheel trucks. I'm like, why are we shaking? Wheel trucks. That's why. Okay, there we go. We can move a bit faster here. Push and start taxiway. We're pushing and starting taxiway Alpha. And there's a southwest plane over there. That did they push already? I can't tell. Okay, we're just gonna go full speed taxi. What the? Okay, some Illuminati stuff going on. What the? This is why I occasionally don't use this product. Is what? Oh my gosh! Stop. Okay, stop push right here. Okay, yeah, we need to stop our push here. I don't know what this is lagging itself out. Okay. Big Sky Approach 2046. Are we able to stop our push here? We have something going on with our pushback tug, and we're about tail striking with the pushback tug attached. Okay, thank you. Holy crap! Whoa. Whoa. Okay, we can get that started. I don't. Yeah, I have no clue what just happened right there. That was interesting. I don't. Did that Southwest push back already? I can't tell. Or did they just slew? Or they pushed really far back. Holy. That was interesting. Okay, we're gonna be. Okay, so we're taxiing to 10 left. Oh. Okay, that engine's good. The engine's good and rolling. Okay. Yeah, I figured. Okay, we can get that engine going. So we're not. I don't think we're gonna be going to 122.8 today. So for this flight, so 135.45. 135.45. So yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, we can get that engine rolling. Okay, we got the engines. That engine is getting started. APU's on. As soon as that engine gets to a point where I like it, preferably 25, then I will turn off VPU. Okay, good enough. 20. No, not start. Oh crap! Forgot. Okay, packs can come on. That can come. Big Sky departure Delta 456 request taxi. Alrighty, taxi Alpha Whiskey to 10 left and follow the Southwest 737 800 Delta 456. Follow that. Okay, we need to make a huge turn here. We need to make a huge left turn to get out of here. Okay. Huge left turn. Basically just made a 180. Okay, we got V speeds programmed. Okay. We heading in. We got 16,000 programmed as the initial. No SID, fly runway heading, maintain 16,000, expect 30,010 minutes at departure. Departure frequency 119.6. Yeah, okay, we're good. Okay, I just kind of reread over the arcs we got there. I bet we're gonna have to line up and wait behind the 737. Okay. This is that Southwest, but I don't have any flight sim things where I can actually see the liveries. So, okay, we're just gonna hold short here. So they're on the runway. We going Toga. Heading out of here. Curious how many hours this guy has on the network. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna look at that. Because it's not letting me. Okay, fun. So yeah, Seattle Center is probably gonna be online by the time we go into Portland. Wow, he just shot up into the air. Jeez. Line up and wait. Runway 10 left. Delta 456. So runway heading is 102. Okay. Roar. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Okay. Clear for takeoff. Runway 10 left for fly runway heading Delta 456. Toga. Okay. Okay, we go in Toga. That was not V1, but okay. 80 knots. 100 knots. V1, rotate. Gears coming up. CMD. Ooh. Heading select. $4,100 for 16,000 Delta 456. Okay. Maintain present heading Delta 456. Maintain present heading Delta 456. Okay, we're just gonna stay on this temporarily. Speed. Flight level change. We need to go flight level change. That'll. Okay, can we proceed our direct, please? Because we're gonna have to make a full 180. Proceed direct sail Delta 456. We have to make a huge turn to get out of here. Holy! To proceed direct to our waypoint, so then I can activate. Holy turn that we're making. Holy. Okay, speed check, flaps clean. Okay. Okay. We're gonna make a hard turn to get back on track. We're pretty much gonna be overflying the airport. Okay, dokie. We're pretty much reflying over the airport. The airport is literally right there, so we're having to refly over it to get back onto our waypoint. Elnav. Nope, Elnav does not want to work until we get back on track. That's the way Elnav's taking us. Jeez, look at this beauty. So we just came from there. This plane is fantastic to fly. So we got about an hour in the flight time today. Heading over there. We got hour 7 minutes in flight time today. Frequency change to advisory is approved. Delta 456. See ya! I'm just gonna change over to... I just changed over to center because I could. Okay, we can climb. Okay. We're climbing to our flight level today. Does Elnav want to work? Yes, Elnav wants to work. Sweet. We got a happy Elnav now. Okay. Okay, we're just... Okay. Jeez. Yeah, that whatever was going on down in Houston, it's gone now. I don't know what was going on down in Houston that was so chaotic. Yeah, NorCal. There's now NorCal. So. Okay. We can head to 340 knots now. You know what? We're going to tier 2 decimal. I don't feel like having to listen to ATC the entire time until we get there, so. Because they're lagging out. Okay. There we go. I'm happy now. Oh, yeah, we need to get standard altimeter. Let the shot us down. Okay, what is the altimeter for Portland? 347. That's 347. 347. 347. We are cooking up to 340 knots. I don't know why I have that. Okay. When we get to Portland, where are we parking? HS information X-ray 2004 knots, 10 statute miles, broken 19,000, altimeter 3047, visual approach in use, runways 10 left and 10 right, expect the Columbia. Visual approach, ILS approach. ILS approach available on request. Departing runways 10 left and 10 right. Notice the airman pushback on all taxiways. 10 going kilo request requires ATC. Advise you have ATIS information. X-ray. Okay. Yes, I just read over the entire thing of ATC. Or the... Oh! Boise approach just got off. Huh. And they probably wanted to get... He probably wanted to get us two out before he probably switched. Yeah, okay, yeah, he probably wanted to get us out before switched. Yeah, Boise's off. That's actually surprising. So, I'm gonna see if I can do the ILS. I'm gonna see if I can try to convince him. With enough convincing, I'll probably be able to get him to have me do the ILS. Pretty sure with enough convincing, he'll let me. With plenty of convincing, he'll let me. With enough convincing, I'll probably be able to get him. Let me do that. 320. Okay. So, I have no clue what that line is for. That line is just something. I have no clue what. But we're climbing quick over to Oregon, and then we're going to be landing in Oregon and Seattle Center. Madrid Center. I have no clue. I'm just kind of looking around the United States. So, kind of in live chat, let me know where you guys want me to go next. I'm actually not really sure where I want to go next, but I do want to go. Tomorrow's flight is going to be from Montreal to Montreal. I keep forgetting, to Amsterdam. So get wow, Gander Radio is packed. So and we're gonna be doing the Montreal flight, Montreal to Amsterdam flight. We're gonna be in the Boeing 787 then. And by then, I will have my desktop audio working. Hopefully. Hopefully that'll be working. So... Okay. We're pretty much all set till we get into Seattle Center's airspace. Then that'll become chaos, because I listened in on that before I switched over to Unicom, and that was complete chaos. So, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get vectors to final. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're getting vectors to final. Okay. Okay, on my way over there. Okay. So yeah, we don't really need to do much until we get to Seattle Center. That's not really much we need to worry about until we get to Seattle Center besides getting the cruise altitude. Eh. Okay, so we can fly to my home airport, which is DIA. We can go from there. We can go MSP, DIA, DIA. Then we can, depending how long that is, we could possibly go back DIA to back to MSP. Okay, then we got 146 miles till Todd, which is top of descent. KP, KPD, KPDX. Um. So yeah, the final leg. Heading over to Seattle Center, then we'll have a good time there in Seattle Center. Oh, we just kind of flew through some clouds. I cannot talk. Okay, okay, Mach point 8. Let's go Mach point 82. There we go. Then tomorrow's flight is gonna start at 10 a.m. Just as a quick heads up for some people, tomorrow's flight is gonna be 10 a.m. So yeah. Okay. I'm just kind of looking at Portland because there's a couple arrivals that are still in the air going to Portland. I'm just kind of looking at what Seattle Center is having them do. So I use things like VATSIM radar and VATScope, just kind of look ahead at like ATIS information and stuff, kind of see what and also look at the planes to see what ATC is having them do for like vector wise into the airport. So, yeah, so we're good right now until I get messaged by Seattle Center, and you will definitely know when I get messaged by Seattle Center because that will scare the crap out of me. Okay, flaps up. That's fine. That can stay on. That can stay on. That can stay on. Those people can get up. They're fine. Here, let's go look around the cockpit. Yeah, no kidding. These doors are kind of cool. Just the PMDG has these modeled really, really well, especially with the cabin. Unfortunately, our flight tomorrow, the 787, it doesn't have a modeled cockpit. Ooh, here, let's look at here. Just look out the window like a kid. Ooh, plane wing. I don't know what I'm doing. So, yeah, the PMDG has this modeled really well. PMDG, PMDG plane. Welcome. Please touch the screen to continue. Dang it, I can't turn that off. I was gonna try to turn it off. That would be hysterical if I could actually turn it off. Murphy Ranch. Here. Let's go do some. Let's go. Oh, there's a canyon here. Looks like some sort of river or something down there. That's cool. It's really cool. Wow, that's cool. Oh, I don't. The cloud layer is kind of hard to see stuff on the ground, but look, there's snow on the ground here too. It is really hard to see through the snow. Holy. Here, let's look at this very. Can I look at the back window? Yes. Yes, I can. Sweet. Okay, so, like, going to Boise, there seems to be a ton of windy roads just randomly in the mountains somewhere. Here, let's look over here. Is there any more random windy roads randomly in the mountain? Yeah, right here. There's, oh, right here too. That's either a hiking trail. Man, they're just all along here. If you look hard enough, you can see like the gaps in the trees that have them like here too. And just a random open field. And hiking trail. Probably some, and here's our, yeah, and here are probably just hiking trails. No, there's river. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a river over there. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of hiking trails. If you just look hard enough, you can see the hiking trails. We're going decently quick. We're gonna have here. We're gonna have. Geesh. We're having. Yeah. Ooh. I cannot hear a single thing there for a second. So we're going decently quick. We got 455 knots ground speed. Yeah, we got decent speed going here. Okay, I'm gonna have to contact him in a second because we're about to enter his airspace. Oh, yes, it just got clearer. Okay. Yeah, this is cool. Oh, now we can't see because it's pitch black. I shouldn't say pitch black. Pitch white. Yeah, so going quick. Got Mach 0.82, which is that much, just that speed. Yeah, we're gonna have to contact Seattle Center here in a quick second. Seattle Center Delta 456 with you, flight level 300. Checks, thanks. Checks, thanks. Okay. As soon as we get to here, which is in 84 nautical miles, we need to be at flight level 240. Okay. So I need to get the PDX, KPDX. Good lord, people. a whole bunch of like radio frequencies just came over and I could not hear a single thing. Sheesh, I could not hear a single thing there. Wow, okay. Okay. While we do this, I'm gonna try to figure out my desktop audio. Yeah, there's a lot of people on this frequency. Pretty sure Seattle is just ATC. Okay. Yeah, there's like no one on the ground. Yeah, so at Portland, geesh, at Portland there's no one. But there's no ATC on the ground. They're covering the ground. And here up at the top, there's 3 aircraft at Seattle, and the rest of them are pretty much all of them rest in the air. There's a message. Descend PDX landing east. Okay, we just need to wait. So we're just kind of flying here. Wiley Creek. Wiley Creek. Oh, objectives can go away. Wiley Creek. That's an interesting name for an airport. Or like it's just like an airstrip. These things are kind of cool just to like you can see like landmarks or just random airports or things out there. Okay. Yeah, so there's some commotion going on here with an Alaska Air going to Portland that's not quite following directions. Yeah, he's going flight level 370 to Portland from Seattle. Jeez. Wow, that's so kind of live. We've been live for 2 hours now. We have 3 hours. This last stream, or not last stream. Last flight of the day over to Portland. So if we get to 30 nautical miles and we haven't heard any away from here, if we haven't heard anything from him by here, I'm gonna just let him know we've reached top of descent. Hood. Geesh. Here. Let's take a look at just a couple planes in here. Let's do Alaska 2849, if it'll let me. Okay, apparently not. Apparently they're not clickable. So I bet the people coming from Portland were just, or not Portland, coming from Seattle, were uh on just in a departure and arrival. They had no in between, like no cruise or anything, because of how short that flight is. Yeah, so Seattle wins. It's information Yankee is now current. Okay, 10 statute miles. Yeah, so 10 left, 10 right. Okay, just to run my 10s. Are still in use, which that means I had to fly. Pretty much do a 180 around the airport to get into the airport to land. Descend via the Hood 5 right arrival, altimeter 3046 Delta 456. So 46 now. Yeah, it's 3046. We descend flight level 240. Hey, that time it wasn't as bad. I get a couple things where occasionally my sound just goes almost all the way up, even though I don't do a single thing. And thankfully this time it wasn't as bad as it normally is. It's normally to the point where it blows out my eardrums. So, tom- so tomorrow I'm gonna probably start the live at 9:45, and then we're probably gonna get out of uh Montreal around 10:15 ish. I'll put that out there. Not lot. We're gonna be live 9:45. Then we're gonna probably be out of there by 5. So we're gonna, yeah, we're almost done. We're almost down to the right speed. Okay, we can go back over there. Holy cow, we descended quick. Jeez. Cabin crew, prepare the cabin for landing, please. 20 minutes. And now we're descending really slow. That's hysterical. We descend really quick. Now we're descending really slow. So then we need to get the ILS or get the ILS programmed in. Programmed in for the runway. But are we gonna get it is my question. I doubt it. I am highly doubtful. We will get it. Vector, Vector, yeah, 278. Okay, so yeah, we're good here. So then our next we need to descend to 17,000 after flight level 240 we need to descend 17,000. we can actually kind of see the some of the hills, mountains, and stuff now. So yeah, nice windy little river in there. I bet there's a couple hiking trails on there around this area. Okay. Yeah, so okay, we got really nothing much to worry about here. There's Vancouver arrival, but we're not. Eh, we're like 100, 200 miles south of Vancouver arrival. So we're pretty much good here. We're going about 2 miles, 2 to 4 miles a minute. Okay, 17,000. Okay, we can descend now. At 17,000, I'm gonna slow to Mach point 80. So yeah, uh, so oh, we're overspeeding. Okay, fun. We're overspeeding. There we go. That's better. We're slowly getting out of that. I we're overspeeding just a slight bit. Nothing much. We're just overspeeding a little bit. So yeah, I just have LNAV and light flight level change on. That's oh, I thought he was about to call me. Oh, we really overshot that. Yes. Yeah, we can go 1,000 feet per minute. There we go. Altitude hold. Okay. Okay, Mach point 67. Okay, we're at 17,000. Then we descend 13,000, 9,000, 9,000, 8,000, 7,000, 5,000, 5,000, 2,300, 2,000. Okay. Oh, what was that? Frogger. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, we're good. Portland is over, kind of straight ahead this way ish. Okay, we can slow down a bit to 300 knots. So Bree's got a time to slow down a bit here. Yeah, we're not doing that. Oh, sounds like Seattle's landing north. Sounds like Seattle's landing north. That's good. We can bring that back. Okay, now we can descend 13,000. So then Bulburn will slow down a bit there. Looks like we're coming down kind of through the clouds here, so we don't have to deal with the clouds. Holy, this frequency is busy. Really, really busy. Okay. So, yeah, yeah, we're descending quick. Holy. Okay, now we're finally getting down to 13,000. There we go. And then this is another break one, so we can slow down a bit. Oh, to 270 knots. There we go. We're at 13,000. We can slow 270 knots. Okay, so we need to be also descending 9,000 too. Flight level change. I kind of want to descend, so we're going to 275 knots. Okay. It's good. We're descending. We're descending 9,000 feet. So Bulburn. So it was 1825. 1825. Okay. Okay. So Portland is gonna be off to our 12 to 1 o'clock, which is kind of straight ahead of here. We need to be looking for the river, and Portland is right there. And that cloud breakout was cool. We need to send a bit quicker. More like that fast. There we go. We'll bring out flight descent. We have information Yankee for Delta 456. Stand by. 10 left to Delta 456. After all that is the ILS I have programmed. Okay, we're slowing down to 50 knots. So, unfortunately, I do not have a replay mode. So, you'll have to rate the landing based on the cockpit view. You have to rate it based on cockpit view. Okay, we need to get legs. Trail. Tray. YL. There we go. Okay, we're at 9,000 feet, so we don't need to be doing some things for a bit. 8,000. Okay. So I'm guessing Portland is like right there, based kind of on landmarks I'm looking at on flight radar and visually. I'm guessing that that is Portland right there, right where my mouse is. Okay. Okay. As soon as he gets that, I'm gonna ask for the ILS because he said unless it's not available, ILS approach available on request. Sweet. Seattle Center Delta 456. Can we make a request for Portland? Make a request for Portland. Yeah, can we do the ILS runway 10 left instead of visual? Thank you. Thank you. That's just a lot easier for me. Okay. Okay, we can 215 knots. You know, we'll go to 205 knots. Okay, so 8,000, then we gotta go 8,000, a little bit lower as we get closer to Portland. Okay, I had to adjust my mic, so hopefully that's a bit better for you guys. Yeah, level change. We're descending. Okay, descending. Hopefully, this will be good. Okay, yeah, we got the ILS programmed in. So then that'll take us nut travel in. So we're gonna have to go all around 10 left. We got our brakes at max. we can go speed check, flaps 2. Let's go flaps 2. I need to figure out the landing altitude because there's a lot of planes here. I don't think it'll matter. It's 50 feet. It's a whole 50 feet, so we need to bring that down 50 feet. Whole 50 feet. There we go. Whole. Okay. Yeah, the port. I don't. Oh, yep. There's Portland. I guessed right based on markers. There's Portland. The runway. The end of the runway we're landing on is right above my mouse. So, yeah. Speed check flaps 5. Let's go 180 knots now. Portland Travel. Imagine landing here. That's like landing at like a London City airport. That's runway's probably really short. Okay. Let's go 7. Let's go 6,000 because that's gonna be future. You know, 5,000. 5,000 level change. There we go. We're going level change. 5. Okay, Portland is off to 9 nautical miles right here. So the winds are going to be insane going into this airport. Speed check flaps 10. Okay, pretty sure VRF today. I don't really. VRF 137. So okay, geez, I figured it would be 137. Okay, wait, no, we're gonna go flaps 30 instead of full. Flat 139. Okay. So we're gonna get a nice little water landing. So we're not landing this runway, unfortunately. We're landing this runway here. We're obviously a bit too high to land that runway. I would already need to be at like 2 or 3,000 to land that runway. Yeah, so runway fixed rights around. We'll get the retractables on just for this landing. Okay, they're all on. On. Okay. Set. Okay, we're good. Hope I don't have to do a go around because I don't feel like doing any go rounds today. Okay. Go ahead. Apologies, Delta 456. Not, apologies, Delta 456. Apologies, Delta 456. Okay. So I'm hoping to get off Alpha 4. 5,000, then note. I'm gonna descend probably 3,000 at note. Then from there, then I maintain 3,000 Delta 456. Never mind, I'm not. So there we go. So then we're gonna slow speed to 60 knots after this. And of course this pops up even though absolutely everything is fine. This of course pops up even though everything is fine. Yeah, literally absolutely everything is fine. And this is still wanting to go and move. Speech. Can go speech check. What's after 10? Flaps 15. Speech check flaps 15. This loud beep. I apologize, guys. This loud beep is gonna drive me insane too. And what's going on here? Oh, it's mad about my speed brake. I can fix that. Oh, you guys probably don't hear this, but it's like a loud beep. Uh, speed check flaps 25. Good gosh, when is this beep going away? So, on Delta 456, are we clear for the ILS 10 left? Cleared, are we cleared? You know what, I'll do the vectors. Delta 456, you know, I'll do the vectors. 160 knots ground speed. 61 knots ground speed. Oh, airspeed 150. Okay. Okay, apologies about that. This is my first time flying into Portland. First time flying. 190. 190. Go. You know, I'll take the vectors. I'll take vectors. So my plane was having a bit of a seizure there, so that's why I had to say 190 so fast. So I was having a bit of an issue there with ATC, but I'm all good. So he told me just for next time, um, one just have 210 knots afterward. This is my first time flying into this is my first time flying into Portland, so he's gonna. I have the river, aka rivers in sight. 130, join the localizer, Delta 456. What was below me that? 130. Localizer is probably Tyrell, or something like that. Okay, so we're good. Maintain 3000 until established on the ILS runway 10 left approach and clear for the ILS runway 10 left approach Delta 456. Okay. Maintain 3000 until established. ILS. Okay, we are good. We are cleared for the ILS. Okay, then we got Yankee. Or is it Yankee or Victor? Yankee, okay. Okay, we're turning runway heading. Seattle Center, Delta 456 established. ILS runway 10 left. Established ILS runway 10 left. What is my plane doing here? Clear line runway 10 left to Delta 456. Gears coming down. Plane's mine. Okay. Whoa. There we go. Okay. Plane has decided to go into kind of like no. We're crabbing this thing in. It looks like. Okay. This will be fun. Kind of looks like we're crabbing this thing in for landing. 139 knots. Speed check flaps 30. Kind of following the glide slope into the runway. Okay. You know what, my throttle. Okay, my throttle, we're good. And we're cleared to land. So, good here. Okay, give me two white, two red. Aiming for those numbers. I just kind of go through this thing in my head where I just like to go through the checklist verbally. Chill. Okay, there we go. We're good. We're a bit low, but that's fine. We'll make up for it in the flare. Okay. Oh, don't lag out now, game. Don't lag out. Whoa, bump. Okay, good. There we go. Okay, there we go. 60 knots. We can take off. Okay, and now I can get the charts pulled up. Whoa, nice bump on the road. Seattle Center, Delta 46, clear 10 left. Clear 10 on the left. Taxi to parking by discretion, Delta 456. Okay, we are in Seattle. We're gonna just pretty much taxi straight in into the north ramp here. Okay, we are good. We're just gonna taxi down this way a little bit. I don't feel like taxiing or parking out here. So we're gonna go into a gate. We're cruising down this taxiway going 45 knots or ground speed. We're gonna go on ahead, park first gate we see, which is that gate right there. Okay. There we go. Come on, get moving. Sorry for the. I had to get. There we go. I had to get my plane moving. Okay. There we go. Okay. So that's gonna do it for today's live stream. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. In the Boeing 787, going from Montreal to Amsterdam. That flight time is gonna be about 6 hours 15 minutes tomorrow. Um, we're as a quick reminder, we're gonna get out of stream will start at 9:45, and then we're probably planning on getting out of there at about 10:15. Hope you guys enjoyed watching my first stream. I will see you guys.